What's up, y'all? It's Cardi Rob.
And I'm back. Step forward.
And I didn't fire him. He has equity in this beast.
I mean, let's be real. The company will fold otherwise.
I'm not gonna lie. We need everyone in this room. You're all integral pieces.
Shouts to the backseat credits.
Yes. If you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe. I actually was telling this to RJ, and I think I'm gonna start saying this in video a little bit more. Yo, we've reached our 4,000 watch hours. We did that 3-4 months ago from a small YouTuber channel. If we get 700 more subscribers, we will become partnered. So if you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, help us get monetized, grow this, because you're clearly watching, because we met that. And if it gets to December, we have to do it all over again. Don't want to do that. But if you like what we're doing, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into it.
All right. So, Rob, what are you playing no games about?
Ooh, I got one. What I play no games about is internet challenges. There are 2 internet challenges that have us in a chokehold, and it's the Jet 2 holiday.
It's the most random shit.
I want you to know that has me, and then the Nicki Minaj challenge.
Have you seen the hash brown challenge?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I think people I've seen it halfway trending on Threads, but people keep on making different plates of hash browns. I'm like, what the fuck is popular about
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but a lot of people were doing the most. It's caviar on top of hash browns.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just everything's with hash browns.
Starch is great.
Yeah, I love hash browns. But I'm like, why is this popular now?
Okay.
Yeah.
So get this. So this wasn't even going to be one of my topics, but the reason why internet challenges is on my mind is there's a person who did the Nicki Minaj challenge, and she broke her spine. So she was sitting with a heel.
For people that don't know what that looks like, what are they doing in the Nicki Minaj challenge? So,
if you don't live under a rock, Nicki Minaj, be on this podcast. You would be a hilarious guest. I will just say this. So you get a stack of cans or a stack of books or a stack of weights, and then you're supposed to balance on the weight or the can, and you're supposed to also cross your leg or some shit like this, and you're supposed to show that you're you're poised, you have grace, and you can, stand above, tough bullshit. And this particular young woman, she broke her spine in half for an internet challenge. Would you ever do, what's the internet challenge as gotten you into a chokehold?
I've never done any of them. I've never been the person to do the ASL challenge. I've never been the person to do any of that. No trendy shit.
Really?
The closest thing I think I might have done was a push-up challenge, and it was literally just because 2 of my friends tagged me in it on Instagram during the pandemic, so I felt compelled to, as a man, to show I could knock out 25 straight push-ups. So
can you do that now?
Are you paying me?
This box is better than.
Whoa!
I was quoting Nicki Minaj.
Whoa!
What?
Whoa.
I was about to quote the Nicki Minaj.
Flag on the flag.
Oh. Anywho, that's what I'm playing no games about.
Sorry. HR is right around the corner.
I don't know. Tell you what you play no games.
What type of party y'all been having since I've been gone?
Literally, is gonna quote the Nicki Minaj song.
Listen, live your truth, but it has nothing to do with me.
What have you been playing no games about?
Damn, I had something serious, but I compose myself. I would say for real, I play no games about the fact that sometimes people in your life for a season, sometimes they're there for a reason, and if ever you need to sever ties, just let that be it. Don't think too much on the shit. Just you're good with you at the end of the day.
True that. Ominous. But I think I will just say to that with that is sometimes it's hard severing ties when you have a lot of history with people. I will say that, especially as humans, and I get caught in this a lot too as well. When you have this expectations of like when I win, I want to like these people, and like sometimes it's hard to like detach from that. So
for sure. But to quote the well-renowned philosopher from DC, Michael Beasley, the sun gonna rise tomorrow, nigga.
all right.
So, yeah.
Well, something that's I'm not gonna say that because it's gonna get flagged on this show. Well, something that's been around Portland and rising is
Pause.
Anyway. Thank you.
Thank you. We love to hear that.
Thank you. Is Keith Leaf's in Portland, Oregon?
Yes, he was.
Do you know who Keith Leaf is?
Keith Lee?
Huh? Lee?
Yes, Keith Lee. Yes,
Keith Lee.
Yes, I do know who Keith Lee is.
What did I say?
Keith Leaf.
Oh, I'm saying Lee.
Originally, you
leave
said
it alone.
Yeah, that's all good though. Yeah, Keith Lee. He's a well-renowned online food critic. He's been doing reviews for some years now. If you haven't seen, he does kind of like dry comedy, satire type of. Should I keep on talking? Okay, so he does kind of has a lot of dry humor within his food reviews of different restaurants. He'll just go in his car with his family, have his family go into the restaurants, bring back the food, and then he reviews them on the spot. He tries to do that so that way you get an organic experience and outlook on whatever they're receiving, as opposed to, you know, him coming into a restaurant. Everybody's like, oh, it's Keith Lee coming in, so I gotta be on my P's and Q's. But yeah, he's been hitting different spots in the town. I don't know if you saw any that you would like to chime in on.
Yeah, I would say I shouldn't be surprised, but Jax, he went to Jax, man. Mm-hmm. Like I really thought when I found out he was here, he was gonna skip that. I'm surprised he went to Jax. And
quick correction too, because somebody, my cousin told him the correct name. I don't know how. He just kind of ran off with some other shit. It was never called Richards. It was called Franklin's. And it was, I don't know why he thought it was a gas station, because there's clearly nowhere to pump gas there, bro. And even if there was, that'd be a terrible like intersection to do one, like
atrocious.
Yeah, but yeah, just continue.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I would just say, like, ever since, you know, just being a Northeast kid, you know, Jax, like you can always go there. Now, I will say this: love Jack's chicken. I think it's great chicken. Me personally, in the last
tread lightly, nigga.
I know. Yeah, me personally, in the last 2 to 3 years.
Keep in mind, we may want them on this platform.
Oh no, yeah, I know them. I where I'm just kind of like, I've gotten like a batch. I'm like, this is not like the old recipe. And like sometimes it was always like this batch would be like the regular like old times, and this one. So sometimes Jack's was like hit or miss. Sometimes that's just sometimes. I've had some, but that's just me.
Okay.
So I was just surprised that when he went, I was like, he got a good batch, because that rating,
no feathers either.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
I mean, that was happening when I was a kid.
I didn't get no feathers.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was talking about. I feel like the feathers have been affecting some of the batches I've been getting, but that's all. I've brought Jax here.
Yes, you have.
I'm proud of Jax. I'm just saying sometimes. But are you surprised that it got the number it got?
No, that's some good ass chicken. So,
okay.
Yeah, I ain't surprised by that at all. I was glad to hear it, mostly because, you know, there's a stigma that Portland doesn't have a good food scene.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that.
You know, transplants always come here and say, "Oh, you don't know how to fry no chicken. Oh, you don't know how to make no fucking Hennessy glaze, red velvet lamb chops with some teriyaki,
chicken,
baby back ribs, motherfuckers."
You dying?
Yeah.
Going to hell on scholarship.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, no, I wasn't surprised by that. I've been eating Jack since I was old enough to fucking talk. I wouldn't say I eat it at as high of a frequency as I do now. Yeah. I still live in Northeast, but you know, back where the old house was, I could literally walk there as opposed to like, you know.
Oh no, 1,010%.
So yeah, but no, that's always gonna be a staple anytime I'm over, especially like if it's like Good in the Hood or what's some other shit. Anything during the summertime, during the day that has me anywhere near Alberta, I'll probably pop in there just grab some.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. Like, you know, lot of the same staff from I remember, you know, good people. And one of the things I always got to shout out with Jax is, at least for me, there's always been like extra chicken. You know, the 5 for $5, but you know there was extra 3-4 wings in there.
Oh, always. They always show love when it comes to that type of shit.
Which made me kind of going a little further in it. I'm in the Black Portland thing on Facebook.
Oh, you in the Black Portland page?
Yeah, you know, I'm like Batman. I just watch.
Yeah.
And I heard people make comments because he get
super tread lightly here. If you're going where I think you're going.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Or just like you know, donate to 500.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What the fuck did you?
What's all?
Yeah. He gave the 500. I saw a lot of people in comments being like, you know, when homeboy was like, oh, I'll just give it to, you know, King School, which I'm just kind of like, that's, you know, that's super dope. You know, I'll double it and then give it that. But like, I feel like, you know, people's like, well, why didn't you give like at the other places and things of that manner?
So here's my thing: when niggas complain about that shit, people were like, oh, you know, why don't you put that money towards feeding the community that supports you? One, we don't even live in that area anymore. So let's be real. More than likely, it wouldn't have been black people he was serving that day. That's one. Secondly, if it's not your money that's being donated, shut your bitch ass up. Like, I'm so tired of people saying what people should and shouldn't do with their money. Get your bread up. Maybe you could do it your damn self.
I am so glad you said that, because that is so true. Everyone, I feel like, has opinion about how to do everything until you start to doing it. And I'm not just talking about podcasts and everything. We're like, you can really tell when someone is out there doing it, because they're not going to just give you that generic feedback of, you should be doing this. They can be like, have you thought of it like this? Or done like, oh my, I'm successful, except, oh, I butchered that. Fuck it. I'm going to take that in, because I'm like, cool. So like, that's actually one of my like main reasons why I actually like really like mess with Keith Lee. I'm gonna put some sound effects in there because he's always been true to himself, and like even like when he's like, here, take the 5, but he's like, I don't want it, and like I could just see like from the psychological, he's like, well, I won't. And I would just say that's a genuine dude. But to keep the conversation kind of rolling,
where's the spot you would have liked to see him go?
So this will be the clip Friday. Cameos. I've been saying it here. Cameos is one of my favorite places.
What do they serve?
Like breakfast.
Oh, I ain't never heard of it.
Bro, Cameos is legit. It's
where's that?
On 82nd.
Oh.
It's legit.
I think you have like mentioned them, but I think 82nd is just like so far out the way. I don't be thinking about like
I'm gonna say it on the pod. I gotta take all y'all to Cameos on me. Like
pizza.
The cameos. I take people I appreciate there because the food and the service, because is always great. It has a lot of rich in history. But I would say Cameos.
As far. For me, I'll say this on the pod begrudgingly. It's just like, I want them to do well in business, but I'm also like, I don't need this shit getting crazy. This is a Pinto Thai kitchen downtown. It's off of like 13th, I want to say.
Okay.
13th to 12th. Really good food. I ain't gonna lie, really good. Like some of the best pad thai I've ever had in the city.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Fried rice is elite.
Y'all, we just got from the Mr. Gatekeeper himself. We got one of his spots.
I'm not a gatekeeper, bro.
we just
I can't be a gatekeeper if I post shit. El Taqueria Pasano. It's this food truck over on it's over in Beaverton off of Canyon Road. Mm-hmm. Weekends they stay open till like 4 a.m. too. If you ever need like a late night spot after you left the club. But yeah, we got some different spots here, bro.
To end this topic, I just at least want to say this, bring it back, because I wasn't able to fully answer your point. Yes, this has to end the debate. We have good food here. We have people come from around the world to come train in this very city, meaning we are spoiled to have this type of food. So,
Facts.
We do got to work on the barbecue, though.
Yeah. I mean, that's just like the one thing. But I ain't going to hold you, bro. That's one type of food that I feel like it's always hard to sustain good quality of it because it takes so long to prepare, cook, and make. And then once I have this big batch of food, I then either have to sell it that same day or it's going to the refrigerator. I'm reheating it. And, you know, like, I don't mind leftovers, but it's not going to have that same, same hit. But, you know, that's so I saw I was on the production rundown. Tee up.
Oh yeah.
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 1 second. Recently,
It'd be nice if we had a person here who could like
yeah.
bring up facts to
Hey.
speak to stuff that's going on our production right now.
Sometimes I'm
No,
bumbling.
maybe somebody that's about 6'1", kind of lanky, looks like Shaggy.
Exactly. He might be a stunt double for.
Wears glasses.
Yeah. Spider-Man.
Allergic to water.
Andrew, we miss you. Coming up. I don't know if you heard about this, but lately, actually, you wouldn't. We don't know about this because we don't have no tea to spill. Meaning, recently something came out. It's called the T app, and I want to read this here. The T app is a platform that allows users to share discussions and discover drama, gossip, or hot takes, commonly referred as tea in slang. It typically focuses on in the internet culture, influencers, celebrities. I think this is wrong.
Basically, to give a quick summation, it's kind of like any of those Facebook groups where you might see, are we dating the same guy? It's a space for people to get insights on prospective folks that they might want to date.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure I got the proper, I was on ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I want to add too, when the T app first came out, it was supposed to be for an app to help, women share information about creepy guys, and then it turned into an app where you might find your best friend on there. So I'm curious. Recently, the T app just had a breach of information, and they found out that all the people, that was, talking shit and all this other stuff, we'll just say were, interesting, amounts of women. I will just say, how do you feel that there's an app where you can actually just give someone a red flag or green flag without their permission? How do you feel about something like that?
I think it's very stupid. Well, I do think there's definitely, cause for pause in terms of like dating someone that you might not know.
Yeah.
And you might want to do like a background check or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
But also it shouldn't be possible for me to just go on some random app under the guise of some fake profile and literally just throw smut on somebody's name, willy-dilly, anonymously at that.
Yeah.
Like, people are leaking health-related information, putting out stuff like, oh, this person's on the DL. Like, this is very damaging stuff that nobody has to answer for at all.
See, maybe just call me the weird guy. That's always felt about like, do you know this guy like on Facebook where I'm kind of like, you're defaming me and I don't even know that. Now, granted, some of those people need to be like called out, but it's kind of like, what's stopping a person? Not saying that we live in a fairy tale anime world, but what's stopping someone from being malicious? Like, just think, you in bad terms with a situation 3 years ago. She goes on your story, man, Tay's looking mighty happy. Let me just fuck his day. Like, fuck his day up. It's just like, yeah. So I think for me, it's just kind of like, when we get to a point where when someone has a red flag or you have this information where it's kind of like, you don't need this collective to know that this person's a bad person. Just say no.
Well, see, that would take a level of discernment and, critical thinking. So,
man,
unfortunately, people's intuition just suddenly goes out the window when, it comes to dating.
I will also say this. I think right now as a human,
and that goes for men and women.
No, yeah. He's not that type of guy. Mm. I say right now, and when it comes to where our culture is, we seek more trauma bonding than truly healing. Where like, I feel like I can tell a 32-part story of how I got cheated on TikTok and go famous rather than I'm 5 years, clean and sober. Like, I feel like that's not gonna get no traction. They're gonna be like, yeah, but like that, and it's just so.
See his picture of Rob doing crack.
Yeah. Why is it making me think of the Gilly and Wallow?
Yeah.
Anywho, and this is my last bit with the T app. People, whoever on it, men, women, it's not that serious. Like, I feel like with your guys, you can definitely, or your gals, you can exchange like, oh, I know this information. But like, if you've got to download, put in your driver's license, do all this other stuff to pass along information about somebody, you are doing too much, or maybe you should go to the police.
Yeah. That's one thing I've never understood, why there's just like people will chronicle all these different traumatic experiences with other folks that they've dated.
Yeah.
And some of it can be like DV related or XYZ. There comes a point where I just have to question, like, instead of releasing this information to an empty echo chamber that, for all intents and purposes somebody may glance at, others may not, why not go to the authorities to try to actually have that person answer to, the damage they've done?
So, real quick thing. It's almost, I see the difference in the Shannon Sharp case, right? Not the OF chick, but like the black lady who's suing Shannon and Chad.
I haven't.
Long story short, she said she reached out to Shannon multiple times, the team, take this information down about the Usher concert and all this other stuff. The team ignored her. And in this interview, they're asking, why are you asking for this lump sum of money? She's like, in all reality, it's really not about the money, because I tried to talk to him based off principle. So I'm doing this suit because it's off principle, because she's like this super scholar lady, things like that. She is a single mom and things, all that other stuff. So it's kind of like she tried to like handle it the regular way. But it's like, all right, now I got to go to the courts for you to pay attention. Whereas kind of like, I feel like that to me is like, you have information, you're trying to solve it. Now that's something that should be on the T app. I've been trying to reach out to these people before I go to the lawsuit, but that's my whole point. I'll just say with that. But I think we spilled enough tea.
Yeah, for sure. And then I know we're talking about food, dating. There's something else related to culture that you wanted to touch on with Marcellus Wiley.
We can skip it.
Okay. All right. Want to go to commercial break?
We can go to commercial break.
All right. Sounds good. We'll be right back, yo.
Welcome back to the Play No Games podcast. This is the part of the show where we see Mr. Rob versus Sir Tay. But today, they're doing another blind ranking together.
All right.
Let's do this.
This time, we are going to judge which fast food chain slogan has the best pickup line.
Hey!
The best pickup line.
According to whom?
To you.
Oh, okay.
Blind
Oh,
ranking.
okay. Oh, yeah. True. My bad.
I like this.
All right. Come on.
I have 7 of them.
Okay.
I've done some research here.
Yeah, all right.
So the first one I have is Popeyes. Love that chicken. What would you rank that 1 through 7?
Love that chicken.
Man, my ancestors.
I want to say like 5 or 6.
That's a 4.
I'm going to say 5. Bro.
That jingle, though.
Think about having like McDonald's, Burger King. Don't think about the food. Think about just the slogan. Slogan itself.
Thank you for saying that.
Think about the slogan itself.
Okay, yeah, I'll give you 5.
Let's go 5.
5.
Number 2, Wendy's. Where's the beef?
6.
6. Yeah.
6.
Number 3, Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh.
What the fuck?
I didn't know Jimmy John had a jingle.
Yeah, neither did I. 7.
That's a 7.
Yeah, I might have undersold Popeyes. My bad, yeah.
In-N-Out quality you can taste.
We don't live in California, so that's I think that's probably is higher, but because we don't get those ads, like I've never grown up with that, so we're gonna put that at 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay, so what numbers are left?
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Okay, we got to lock in.
Little Caesars hot and ready.
Hey, what? Hey, yo. I'm with that.
All right, and Voodoo Donuts, the magic is in the hole.
Yeah, I see
That
what you're
sounds
doing.
crazy.
I see what you're doing with this one. That's definitely should be a 7, but it's a 2.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Let's think about this. RJ is such a troll. He probably doesn't have McDonald's, and that would because it's too obvious.
Yes. I think after we got this far, I was like, it's probably not on there.
Okay, so just off the charisma with that, I can't imagine whatever he has left being better than or funnier than what he just said. So
Okay.
you won't put that at 1, and then whatever.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, we know our personnel.
Right.
McDonald's, I'm loving.
You son of a bitch!
Oh God damn it!
Wait, I got one. You guys can rank this one anywhere. It's an extra bonus one. Cartier Robs, first and foremost.
Oh shit!
Wait. Wait. What?
I'm gonna say 4.
Or
What? Why is?
That's funny as fuck.
Wait, why is that an issue?
Nobody says the issue. It's just a slogan for you.
So I say that on the regular.
I ain't gonna lie. I've been peeped that too.
I say that on regular.
absolutely.
First and foremost. Hey, as long as you know.
And then.
All right.
What's up, bro?
RJ, you in your bag.
I wanted to say this too earlier. I actually don't know if I've ever seen a Jimmy John's commercial
Ever.
but their branding has to be great because I've always known Jimmy John's is a thing.
It's a sandwich shop. Like, let's be honest. Subway after Jerk, as the sub place that's taken over Jimmy.
See, like they have a good slogan.
Eat fresh.
Yeah.
Is that really good for a pickup game? Pickup line? Would that work?
So they can.
Would that work as a pickup line?
Oh, as a pickup line.
That's what you guys were judging
That
them by.
definitely damn, it definitely went over my head.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, RJ. For a pickup line, I still think we did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did a great job still.
Wait, how the fuck would Popeyes have worked then? Love that chicken at Popeye.
I can finesse it.
I damn near would have swapped out, like, if you're being on some crude humor shit, I damn near would have swapped out Subway for Popeyes and yeah.
I can finesse. I've said worse.
Wow. All right. It's been a crazy week in celebrity news.
Yeah.
As you all know, NFL season's approaching. My Cowboys still haven't gotten Micah Parsons' contract, and that actually sparked contract done. Well, it's extension rather. That actually sparked some crazy back and forth on Twitter. What day was this when this initially happened? Sorry, fans. You know, I'm just my first week back, so I'm kind of off my game. So 4 days ago on August 2nd, Des Bryant tweeted, who was a former Pro Bowl player for the Cowboys, Jerry Jones, I don't think it's smart to mention my name. I keep quiet about a lot of unfair shit on some G shit. We can have story time if that's what we were doing. For context, Jerry put out a statement saying that he'd had some difficulties negotiating deals with players directly and with their representatives because they don't hold players accountable, and that's part of why this contract extension with Mike is being held up. Nicki Minaj then quote tweets that and says, "Hey, it's Nicki Minaj. How about we play a game? Every time you do a Jerry Jones or quote unquote NFL story time, I'll do a story time of my own." She has issues with Rock Nation and Rock Nation Sports. Des puts 2 eye emojis. She then says, "All my stories will be about Rock Nation and Jay-Z and the alleged rapist Desiree Perez, Rock Nation CEO. I hope you fully understand the rules. It's your turn." Des then tweets a video. I'm not going to play it for you guys because we don't own the copyrights for that. Saying he has no issue with them. He rocks with Nicki, doesn't want any smoke. He just wants to go about his day. She then quote tweets that and says, "It's Miss Pity. This just came across my desk from 2020. I guess you're one of those guinea pigs they've been using to bully people for them. Did you think I came over here to play tweetsies with your silly ass, sir? See, the problem with people who are always playing is that they think everyone else is playing too. I'd mind my business if I were you. Be blessed." Within the tweet, she posted a screenshot of an article that alleges Des Bryant gets blasted by Nicki Minaj fans for jumping in beef with, and it just blanked out, so we'll never know. So yeah, this was 5 years ago though.
Damn.
So then Des quote tweets it and says, "Go enjoy your day." She then tweets, "Go beat your mom," and then asks Desiree Perez and Jay-Z why they've allegedly been the vile cunts they've been to so many black people while lining their own pockets, weaponizing racism in order to keep black people from blinded by the truth.
Damn.
Why wasn't Desiree Perez pardoned by President Trump publicized to the black community and hip-hop culture the way Lil Wayne's was? Did she repay the president for that monumental blessing, or did she betray him the way Jay-Z allegedly betrayed the Democratic Party and countless others that he's had business dealings with in the past? On the second thought, rather, don't beat your mom. I'm sure she loved you once. This tweet is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. So, Dez then quote tweets that and says, "Say, bitch, I didn't go to jail or touch my mama. I was defending myself. I removed her nails from my skin. Folks know I was dealing with some corruption in Dallas. I don't get how you can even be on the internet with your husband being a sex offender. You said we are speaking facts, weirdo hoe. So come on." He tweets a picture of an article detailing Nicki Minaj's husband's house arrest due to his status as a registered sex offender. She then quote tweets it and says, "I'm so happy you brought this up. I'll give you $10 million cash if you come and fight him since you beat your own mom. He was lied on 31 years ago while both of them were 16, and there's proof. That's why they couldn't get that money they desperately need and sued for rather." So yeah, that was a whole lot that sparked off with nothing to do with Nicki Minaj, and she inserted herself. So just for starters, if your wife were to volunteer you to fight a former NFL player, how would you feel, Robert?
Man, ain't nobody got time for that. Jeez.
And not that you should ever be scared of a man,
Oh,
but,
no,
but like,
no.
you know, her husband, I'm going to wager, is probably like 5'10". Dez is 6'2", 6'3", 225 pounds as his walking weight.
You know, the crazy thing about it is someone put up a chart of all the things, and he's literally, I think he's either 5'9" or 5'11". He's one of those two, and I was like, damn, this is not a fight you want to be in, my guy.
Yeah, I want to say he's like 5'9".
I think it's more on 5'9".
Yeah.
Man, I will say this. My ladies, listen to this podcast. It's not that we don't like going out with you or with your girls, but when we go out with you, there is fun, but we got to make sure everyone gets home safe. And what I mean in that is, if that one guy say something to you and I just don't do nothing, you gonna look at me sideways. So it's like, we got to play bodyguard. So like, it's just like, we want to stay out of those situations. We're like, I don't want to have to, risk my life.
Yeah, I'll put it to you this way, because he's giving you the very PC answer. As a man, if you're dealing with a certain type of woman, going outside with her to a club and shit or bar is not fun, because instead of being there and enjoying yourself, you are literally working as an offensive lineman trying to protect either just the two of you or the entire party from any type of adverse situations where it's going to be fisticuffs or anything like that, or somebody may be leaving in the ambulance. So I'm then having to anticipate, all right, there's a conversation sparking off here, babe, come on, let's just pull over to the side, or anything like that.
We'll get back. I promise we'll get back on the top of this. Real rap. There was like literally, I think it was like 3 weeks ago, I was out with the girlfriend and all her friends. Literally situation of like, nigga bigger than me, and I'm already like, people think I'm, and like, he's looking at every girl down the line. He's like he's licking his lips, and then he gets to my girl, and then like he does the, and then for me, I'm like, fuck. So I have to like look at this nigga and be like nobody sees these interactions. I had to really be like, damn, I have to like. So what he's talking about is the real thing. It's just never a break.
Well, see, that in that instance, that's not that big of a deal to me. I'll just fuck.
But he was coming up to my girl.
Oh, I'll just cuff her ass. I would have cuffed her ass right in front of him.
So like,
respect.
No. I know not being disrespectful. You know how you're like not far enough, but you're far enough where like I can't like do that.
I'm close enough to where I can peep the shit, but I'm far enough to where I can't. Yeah,
exactly. So he's coming. He's coming in for the kill. He's like, I'm about to go talk to her, and I'm just kind of like, nigga, hell no. I was like, diesel ass nigga, I'll get down for mine. But back to Nicki Minaj. I will say this.
I have one like trolling question before you answer.
Go ahead.
So when you're in like, say, a club or a bar or a lounge, right? and like shit does spark off. Does your therapist conflict resolution skills, like, does that hat, like, at what point does that hat come off and like nigga moment hat comes on?
It's there. Have you ever seen the Ray where he puts 2 glasses on? I put 2 hats on.
Ray
J.
Oh, I thought he meant Ray Charles. I was like, what the fuck would he?
So actually, that shit actually happened. I think it was one of my girlfriend's. Actually, no, that's a lie.
One of your girlfriends? How many do you have?
One, not one of my girlfriends. It was. I was mixing up the date. It was. I'm blurring that. It was my girl's birthday.
Missed up the girl.
I don't know. It was her birthday, right? And we were at this club in Arizona, and like she had a little too many, and like the bouncer was not letting her in. Not because of that, because she didn't have like her license, because she was getting renewed, and they were like, we're not taking papers. So like, you know how you get argued, talk to your girl,
yeah.
You talk to your girl. I'm just kind of like, you can talk to me a little bit like that, but you just can't talk to a random dude like that. So like, I'm seeing him like pump up his chest because my girl's pretty tall. She's like 5'9", whatever, right? And like, I'm seeing him pump up the chest, so I'm like getting in the way. I'm like, sir, we're trying to get through. And then I'm trying to like de-escalate with her because I'm like, if he calls her, because like for me personally, he's on the cusp of maybe calling her the B word. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, fuck, I gotta fight this bouncer nigga, and his 2 niggas is up there. So like, I'm talking to this nigga right here, like master negotiator, and her people are like, blah, 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 blah. I'm just kind of like, nigga. I felt like, I almost said this, and I did get out of it respectfully. Mm-hmm. Without violence, but he didn't know I was gonna have to get down. So both hats are on. There is a threshold where I will open palm slap someone. Mm-mm. Like, I'm always down to talk to someone, but like there's a point.
Is there a reason why you didn't do that then?
Because it's gonna be 3 versus 1.
I mean, what is he benching now? Like 315 or some crazy ass shit like that. I mean, he posts pictures of like, the angles.
Just say you miss me. Just say you miss me.
I'm just saying, like, what the fuck is all that lifting for?
The lifting, first and foremost, just because you can lift heavy weights don't mean you can't get your ass beat.
How do you know? You didn't try.
First and foremost.
I did say that. No, sometimes it's not. Sometimes the best time is not. You don't always have to solve things with violence, but like, I'm not above that. If I have to protect my family and my friends, who are like if you was getting your ones right, I'm not gonna let another person like try to stink you, and I'm with you, because to me that's one, that's bitch shit, and then also 2 is where it's kind of like, let them get their fair ones. Mm. I would. To me, that's weak. So like, if you don't have to scrap, don't scrap. Try to talk it out. I always try to talk first, but if I have to, I have to.
Real. RJ, I just imagine like me randomly getting on Twitter. Like, when was that? I was like, what, April?
So April?
I don't know.
Oh no, it was January.
I'm just like randomly on Twitter. All of a sudden, I see like a video of a black man getting slammed outside Tucumcari in Arizona. No, they would have to knock me out, because I'm gonna keep getting back up. I will say that. What you have to say about Nicki though?
Man, I'm sad for Nicki. Like, I understand that she's trying to get her justice. I understand she's trying to do that, but I feel like she's going about the wrong way, and it's making her look like, she be, skiing.
Say no to drugs, kids. Her mind is gone.
I know. Just seeing all that good talent wasted.
And it's like, if you think Jay-Z is this powerful, as she's alleging, I wouldn't keep on poking the bear, because randomly all of a sudden you have like a Princess Diana situation.
Damn. It's just like,
not to be dark, but
yeah, it's just like, I'm quoting the Nicki Minaj song, "This box is bigger than the one that he was," but never mind. The high school line, never mind. I'm trying to be funny. Forget about it. So, being more funny, who you got? Nicki's husband or Des Bryant?
Des will wipe the floor with that nigga. Yeah.
Go after his ACL.
There we go. Yeah, wait a second. Yeah, okay. New real one, and then we can move on the topic if you want. If someone is injured and and is that fair in a fight?
Absolutely. There are no rules on a fight. What the fuck?
So that
You
means
could eye gouge somebody, I don't give a fuck.
okay, so Kevin Pettygrass or
Yeah.
Kevin Petty.
Yeah.
There we go. You got a chance.
Or Kenneth Perry.
There we
Kenneth
go.
Petty. I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah, trying to grab you said his ACL or Achilles?
Isn't his ACL that got hurt?
Yeah, but that was 10 years ago.
Never the same.
See,
Something happened. It might be a catch.
all right, so you're funny as hell.
I see what she did there.
All right, so that's funny. That was a good one. All right, so what would you suggest he does? Try to kick him in his ACL?
And then run.
All right, so here's the thing: you lift your leg up and miss, and then you have an NFL player. Even though he's played offense, he's clearly had to tackle people, throughout his life.
Run.
Yeah, I know. I just don't see that ending well. But what do I know? Throw my money on Dez though for sure.
Hey man, I'm trying to.
He had one of the better touchdown celebrations ever too. I must say.
I'll give him Max.
Could have been a Hall of Famer, but just played 3 more seasons. Anyways, just close out. Also football related. Deion Sanders had a procedure about a week ago. He'd been battling cancer, and lo and behold,
battling other things too.
Yes, lo and behold, in the operating room was none other than Carucci. A lot of you may know her for, I'm really just dating different celebrities, but most notably Chris Brown previously. Kind of threw me off, not gonna lie.
Yes, he was mad. Kamikaze was mad.
All right, respect her name.
Carucci.
Respect her name.
I respect Carucci, but I always gotta say calamari. Anywho, I'm just trying to be funny. Anywho, when it comes to that situation, yes, when we saw that video, I was like, is she like starting a new role?
There's no shame. He's old enough to be her father, legitimately.
I wasn't Des Bryant. Was it Antonio Brown? Antonio Brown. I don't know if it was fake or not. He was like, but them toes. And I was like, good Lord. I said, you are going to hell on scholarship.
Yeah, no, I think he has a team that runs his Twitter page. But his Twitter page is crazy, yo.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
I would say this. One, I can't say, don't judge who you love, but there's a significant age gap, and I was sometimes I wonder what Primetime is saying to these women.
I know she was mad as fuck though. Like, goddamn, I thought he was gonna punch the clock.
What? Oh! You're in that bag. I don't think Deion. He would never get married again.
Yeah, but you don't have to get married to leave somebody some money in your estate.
Yeah, right. What dumb. Deion Sanders not no simp.
I wouldn't say he's simp. No. I mean, no.
Don't get me. I think he's tricked and he's bagged and put some bags with me, of course. But I'm like, nah, not like that. Come on.
Never know. People be leaving money to fucking dogs and shit. I can't put it past anybody.
Some dog named Pickles, shit like that.
Got a chimp named Bubbles.
So how do you feel about it though?
That shit weird as fuck. I ain't gonna hold you.
Like you at the cookout.
Like, this clearly just a money grab for her.
Okay, so you at the cookout, and I'm thinking about one of your
my great uncles,
and it's like
you put up with a woman that's like I could have went to high school with. Yeah, it looks insane.
Shit. I'm gonna say,
like, I'm gonna look at you crazy on both ends. Like, one, what are you doing with the girl that's young, and then secondly, what the fuck you doing with my uncle? You're just trying to exploit him. Like, I know you're not genuinely interested in him as a person.
So we probably have to call adult services.
Yeah,
like that, man. But what if he's got that, that young blood? Because,
bro, fuck that shit. The nigga went to college in the 80s, bro. I'm not trying to hear that.
Let Deion live.
They did.
I know. Well, who knows? You know, they might get another.
No more high stepping though.
Anywho, you know what? I'm gonna leave that there. Tay, welcome back.
Thanks, man.
RJ, never change.
Thank you.
If you like what we're doing,
Like, comment, subscribe.
we'll be back. Appreciate y'all more than y'all know. Once again, like, comment, subscribe. Help us be bigger, badder, faster. Because we'll definitely, I don't know. I'm bullshitting. We're done.
If you made it this far, man, you really rock with us. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Tay.
We out. See you next week.
Peace.
Peace.